I grew a significantly large detailing business from scratch. I started at 19 years of age, grew it. We basically worked with supercars, everything European, obviously doing basic detailing, paint protection, the whole 9 yards. We also did custom work as well. So I want to share with you, for beginners, what I would do now, knowing exactly what I know now, because when I started, I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing. So fundamentally, buying equipment is something you don't really need to spend a lot of money on. There's 1,001 different detailing products out there. Buy a pressure washer, electric ones. Basically, the first pressure washer we got was a Honda petrol one, a little bit loud, but it was super reliable, never broke. All the electric ones, the really shitty, cheap ones, always break. If you get the receipt, if you get the warranty with them, just fucking get them and rinse and reuse them and take them back for warranty. We did that like 3-4 times with every pressure washer. For those who want to spend a bit more money, find a car wash supplier that basically offers commercial grade units. You're going to pay about $2,500 if you're in Australia. Jetwave's a really good one. They basically supply most of the car washes around Australia. All-purpose cleaner. Obviously, there's a whole range of detailing chemicals you need. Fundamentally, all-purpose cleaner diluted at different ratios will do everything. So your wheel cleaning, you can fucking use all-purpose, just 1-to-1. Paint grime, probably 2-to-1, which is basically all the lower half of a car. It's got that real stubborn grit. So you put down essentially an all-purpose cleaner before you put the snow foam, and that will break down everything as the snow foam pulls it off. We used to use a hydrominder setup. So basically at self-serve car washes, you've got in the back rooms, you have hydrominders that basically mix chems at certain ratios based on the nozzles. So we had basically a fucking pressure washer spec gun that would spit out all-purpose cleaner, so the employees could just fucking run around with the thing on a boom and like spray the whole car, spray the wheels, let it fucking do its thing, and boom. Also, all-purpose cleaner, 4-to-1. You can use on the interior. So basically everything to do with cleaning, you just use a fucking all-purpose cleaner. Costco towels, the Kirkland packs, cheap as fuck, best towels ever, way better than all the expensive fucking detailing ones. You just got to rip the tags off. That's basically it. Brush set, go on fucking eBay. Buckets, soap, super cheap, order any of your local parts, so it's all the same shit. Maybe one thing I would suggest is your wash mitts. You want to get some decent wash mitts because at the end of the day, that's the thing that's going to be touching the car paint and the wheels, and obviously having your 3-bucket wash method is going to be ideal for you. Fundamentally, I think it was in the next slide, but I don't know if I got rid of it. Oh yeah, learn how. I missed this slide here. So I use this exact series to learn how to detail. Just look up ammo detailing course. This course here, 8 videos, fuck knows how long it is, but everything you need to learn to get from newbie to washing your first car or detailing and understanding the principles is in this. So just watch that and fucking, there you go. And then obviously buy your equipment. Free work. When we started, obviously I had no customers. I found influencers in the area. I DM'd a bunch of people and I said, hey, I will detail your car for free. Dude came in, his name was Kane. He had a Maserati, did a fucking, again, this is at the start, right? I cleaned his car. I vacuumed all the shit. I got all the fucking hairs out. I made sure it was perfect. And he's like, man, this is a really good fucking job. Like, this is excellent. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, isn't that what detailing is supposed to be? But obviously I found out later with competitors, etc. Fundamentally, like 60% of people fucking would leave like pet hair and shit, and they don't actually do a really, really, really good job. So for this model to work, you need to understand the fact that the initial work you do, you're doing in exchange for a Google review, because no one's going to buy from you if you don't have Google reviews. So obviously setting up Google My Business and then doing that work in exchange prior for that Google review. If you're like, you know, hey man, I'll detail your car, but just if it's sick and you love it, give me a 5-star review. That will build up. You could do 10, 20 of those and get 25-star reviews. Now you're in business. Now you're established and you know what you're fucking doing. This is the only way I fundamentally found, if you're a beginner, to get it going. Website branding. I will just minimize myself here. I've been in clothing. I've been in all these different types of businesses where brand's been really important. So I brought those skill sets to detailing. Again, think like Apple. All Apple products are fucking designed to the nines. Squarespace for your website. GoHighLevel for your CRM and your management of incoming leads, etc., and your ascension. SquareUp will do your, I guess, payment processing, your booking. Square Appointments can do your booking management, your reminders, etc., invoice follow-ups, all that stuff. And then obviously Xero or QuickBooks. If you use QuickBooks, just keep in mind that most accountants at some point when you hit a certain size of scale will probably be like, get the fuck off QuickBooks, jump over to Xero. So probably just start on Xero to start with, because it's got that little bit more customization to it. So you can set it up so it's kind of relevant to your business. Basic scales, I've used these 4 things. At the time I was using ActiveCampaign, but for the current businesses we're using GoHighLevel, and it's fucking way better. From a branding standpoint, this is the level of quality you need to put out. This was the first video we basically did for the business. So hopefully, I don't think the video of basically what we were, I don't think. But this cost me, I reckon it was like $1,500. No one's spending money really on media and all that shit. And we live in a digital age where media fundamentally is the most important thing. Social, brand, all that stuff. People make that split-second decision to use your products and service. So if you don't give a fuck, you're not going to spend the money up front. That first impression, you're going to lose it and you're going to detrimentally fuck up your brand. So invest the money, invest the time into, for example, if you aren't experienced with website or branding, pay someone, make sure it's fucking mint, because you're competing with guys and girls. And fundamentally, you're competing against someone like me, and I'm not the best, but I've been in this long enough to where, it's easy to compete against the small guys because they don't see the nuance and the detail and things. The brand is fucking everything, especially if you want to go high end. If you're low ticket, it doesn't really matter. But if you want to sell, you want to do expensive fucking cars, it needs to be Apple, it needs to be Rolex, it needs to be AP, it needs to be fucking Schmicko. To get your first jobs once you've got your reviews, super simple. You can run Facebook lead form ads. If you've got that starting customer list, I'm assuming you don't, 'cause it's for beginners. If you do have an existing customer base, the more the better. Probably nothing less than 30 customers. You can upload a custom audience into Facebook and use that as your starting base, and then just run lookalike audiences 1, 2, 3% off that initial starting audience. But it's a little bit advanced for this. Google ads, again, it's one of those things. It's a little bit advanced. It does work. If you're in Australia, initially we used a service called OneFlare. OneFlare, you pay for credits, and then basically operates like an eBay type marketplace where people like, you need my SUV cleaned, I got fucking pet hair, etc. So you hit them up and you spend a few of your credits, get in touch with the lead, and we closed, I reckon we did at least 150 jobs initially through that. And then obviously from there we had customer retention, we had ongoing business. Door knocking B2B, I will touch on in our fleet slide here. So European cars, etc., the cadence of doing ceramic coating jobs, etc. at the start isn't probably as repetitive as you want it to be. So in order to sustain a stable business, you need cash flow. So think, for example, this is quite a large logistics company in Adelaide, and we had a handful, let's say 8 or so contracts with big companies that had over 30 vehicles. You've got to think like a business. Let's say there was a refrigeration truck company that we were doing all of their so they'd build fucking like refrigerated transport trucks like this. So this would be like a cold room at the back. They'd build them all, and we'd go in and we'd fucking polish all the stainless, etc., and we'd make awesome money off each job. I'd charge them out at hourly rate, so I'd charge out at 75 plus GST an hour, and then I was paying my boys fucking 28, which is still more than the fucking min. But you can see the calc, and you can work out how much you can basically expand it out charging hourly, considering the fact that no one charges hourly in detailing. If you want business customers, basically either go on Google, find people in your area, just do what I did, find a fucking busy road where there's businesses and just fucking go door to door. This is what we do. We clean cars. Obviously, you've got your plumbing trucks. You don't want to have your plumbing trucks rock up to a house and it looks like shit and it's dirty, etc. So if you're going to be a high-grade business, you want to have clean trucks. You want to have clean fleets. You want your employees to feel good in those fleets. You want to make that good first impression. The marginal amount of money they fucking spend on the cleaning process, the regular cleaning process, makes them way more money. It's easy for them. They don't have to fucking do it, and it's good for you because you have stable cash flow. Customer service, fundamentally, is probably one of the biggest things here. So everything from your sales calls to your post-care customer service, super, super important. So the one philosophy you can take here is always be helping. So how can you find an opportunity every single time to wow a customer so that they are like, this is so fucking good that you have to tell people about it. An example would be cars would come in. We'd do, let's say, a single stage paint correction. Let's just say the headlights look fucked up. As detailer, I know headlights take 5 minutes to fix. Super, super, super easy. In those situations, we just fix the fucking headlights, and the person would come in. I'd be like, look, man, we've done your single stage. I realized your headlights look like fucking shit. They look amazing now. And they'd be like, how much? I'm like, it's on me, man. Don't worry. It cost me fucking nothing. And they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. And it's that. It cost me, what, $2 or whatever? But I know that customer's going to come back because I'm not being a shit cunt. I'm just like, okay, let's not try and nickel and dime people for fucking $2 here and there. It's a service. I guess it's at the end of the day, it's a marketing expense. Again, social leverage. The only philosophy that you need to take here with social media is this was about 100K, and it was 100K in like 3 months. Teach people to not need you, right? Obviously, this comes with time as you become an expert. But if you go to my TikTok, you'll see the format that I did. You'll see the format, for example, in these YouTube videos. I'm teaching you my secrets because at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing. I'm proving with low friction that, this is how you do shit. For the DIYs, or the 5% of fucking people that want to do it themselves, they follow the advice, they realize it's fucking excellent. Now I'm the authority. So as an example, this TikTok was at least 25 million plus views. I had people coming into the store knowing me from TikTok. It had that brand authority. So fundamentally, competitors couldn't compete with us because we had that moat around us. So pick one channel, use Repurpose.io, and Repurpose.io will basically ping your short content across all your different platforms. Another big mistake a lot of people do with filming content or getting media done is that they film their videos in fucking vertical, and then you can't do anything with it. So film everything horizontally, and then you can crop down to vertical to spread across the different channels and Just to repeat, teach people to not need you. So everything you know, give it away for fucking free. Yes, you think, oh, no one's going to fucking buy with me anymore. It's completely wrong. People will look at you like the authority. People are fucking lazy and people will fucking follow you and they'll use your shit. Period. First location, run lean. A shop doesn't equal more money. Don't rush out thinking I need a fucking shop. It's a liability. It's a fixed cost that potentially could fuck you up. If you don't have a consistent lead source first, for example, you don't know how much it costs you to get a customer, you don't know where you're getting your customers from, then do not get a fucking shop. I got a little bit smart with my shop when I first got it. I basically I found someone that was renting a shop. It was only $350 a week. It was a piece of shit warehouse. I spent, let's say it was about 30 grand or whatever, renovating the fucking place, making it sick. Yes, it wasn't my business. Yes, it wasn't my fucking location, whatever. But then I subleased a portion of the shop to a wrap company. That wrap company paid me $300 a month. My outgoing was only $50 a month. $50 a week, $50 a month. It was fucking marginal, put it that way. So you can get a little bit creative about how you do it. So if you're going to go get a first location, maybe you get a bigger location or you split it with a mate, split it with another business just to keep the fixed costs down. Because when you got high fixed costs, I'm going to use Ali, my mate, as an example. He's got 4K of fixed costs. So you got to make 4K every month just to feel sane, just to break even. So it's fucking stressful. Fuck that. Be real careful about that. First employee, think about it like this. I found my first employee on Gumtree. If anyone knows what Gumtree is. When you hire someone, if they don't have skills, fundamentally in detailing, there's no detailing academies. There's no real detailers that come out of uni or college or TAFE or whatever. So you need to train people. So you hire people. This is what I found. You hire people with good personality, good morals, good values, and then you have a training system. Because when you hire, for example, a fucking spray painter that's 55 years old, that's the old dog new tricks thing, they'll come with all their bullshit, all their fucking beliefs and their values. So it's really hard to indoctrinate them into your company, indoctrinate them into your SOPs. So find good personalities, find people that are driven, find people that match your company culture, then teach them the skills. And to teach them the skills, just think about it like this. It's a cookbook. So a cookbook is, I've got a book here. This book here. So this is your like company book, right? And in here are all the recipes on how to do the thing. So this would be like interior detail. And then it's the set of steps to make the cake, right? Exterior detail. Okay, step 1, grab buckets, etc. So fundamentally, when you write out the steps, and you're going to be writing out your own steps of how you do it first, and then when you give your recipe to your first employee, you'll see they miss this step. You'll see they fucking miss that step. So now you've got to go back and tweak the recipe so that it becomes more and more idiot-proof. And fundamentally, if you think about your business like McDonald's, no matter where you are in the world, their Big Macs still taste the same and they're made by fucking 14-year-olds because their systems, their processes are fucking idiot-proof. And that's how you need to run your business if you want to scale it. You are, and this is what I realized after, you're a recruitment company. You're not a detailing company. You need a talent acquisition system because fundamentally people come in, they're detailing, they're probably more of a younger demographic and detailing's not going to be the thing they do for fucking ever. So there is that talent churn. So you need to be able to fucking fill the talent back up. You need to get people up to scratch. You need to get people up to like a high level of standard really quickly, knowing that they're not going to be there for fucking ever because fundamentally otherwise the business breaks and you're going to be doing all the work, which is what you don't want to be doing. Run lean, low overheads, no stress. I said this before, bigger location, subdivide, sublease. Really good fucking idea and plan that you could do is go get a storage locker, 24/7 access, and then just basically put all your stock and your fucking shit in there. So you have chems and all that. And then you have start with one van, you do the work. When you need to go fill up your shit, just go to the storage locker. The reason you use the storage locker instead of your own house is because when you get that first employee, give them the card, they can fuck off to the storage locker, fill up their shit, and then you can scale it like that. Have an inventory checklist system, put cameras in there so people don't steal your shit, and then track everything. Because fundamentally, it won't be the first 10 people, but you'll get a shit cunt that comes in and they'll fucking steal shit. And you just want to be able to fucking know who's stealing shit, if that makes sense. Fuck ups, people don't know how to market, people don't know how to get leads. People can't reactivate old customers. So it's like the bucket analogy. You've got this bucket, it's got a fucking hole in the bottom, filling up the top with more customers. Can't keep the customers and they keep pissing out the bottom. So plug the holes. The goal, I think it's called. And basically what you do is you build a team. So you have a centralized team that does your marketing. You have a centralized team that does your admin, etc. You're paying a singular set of fixed costs. You want to be able to spread their fucking workloads across. So let's say you have a detailer on full time. Monday, Tuesday's booked up, but Wednesday there's nothing going on. Can you find another job for them? Can you spread them across at another store? Can you put them somewhere? How do you maximize utility out of your employees so that essentially you get the most bang for buck and you keep your fixed costs low? Real fucking simple. Basically, the overarching point here is if you really, really, really want to get started, most people won't do this, but if you basically do that, so you learn how to do that, you then buy some basic shit like this, and then you go out and practice. Yes, it makes you fucking 3 months to get 20 reviews. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Just go out, do free work, get 5-star reviews, become the best you possibly can be, meaning like I'm happy to fucking paint correct a McLaren or whatever. everything will happen there. It's a domino effect. Rich people know more rich people. McLaren owners know other fucking supercar owners. And if you're doing a good job, word spreads. So that's how you do it. It's very, very simple. Yes, it's hard work. Yes, it's fucking work. Who cares? For the people that get through this stage, you'll do really, really well. And then as long as you have good systems, 1, 2, 3, 4 things here, plus you know how to do, could be Facebook or Google ads, you're fucking set. And then you just treat your company like a recruitment company and scale, but be responsible, because scaling is, one of those things. More money, more stress. So hope that was helpful. If you need help with anything, just chuck a comment down below and I will help out. That's it. Yeah, have fun. Cheers.